Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG, and we got Brother War spoilers from the events and other things that have been popping off today. So let's get into it. We got some amazing news. So, with all that said, don't forget to subscribe so that you get all your news all the time from the channel. Hit the notification bell too while you're at it. So, anyway, we've got here is a list of dates of what's going to be happening. We have the 30th anniversary kickoff stream, October 4th. That ought to be pretty good. Lots of things going on there. The Brothers War story will be October 20th to 26th. Building Worlds panel will be October 20th. The debut video and previews will begin October 27th. That's right. October 27th, we're going to start getting previews. And the Brothers War Magic 30 previews will begin October 28th to 30th. If you guys don't know, that's at the end of the month, the Magic 30th anniversary. Hopefully, you guys will be in Las Vegas where they're having the event. I'll be there. Hopefully, we can run into each other. Brothers War preview continues from October 31st to November 4th. WPN store pre-release events are November 11th and 17th, and the Arena and Magic Online release November 15th. Brothers War global release is the 18th, and WPN Game Store Commander Party event 16th through the 18th. So, lots of things going on as we go back in time to Brothers War for this event so they can learn how to make the Silex work so they can stop the Phyrexians one more time as Teferi goes into the past. So with that said, game day promos, we have Surge Engine and Recruitment Officer. So the game day promos, Surge Engine is 2 mana for a 3/2. It comes in with Defender for 1 blue. It loses Defender and gains Can't Be Blocked. So for 3 mana, you get a 3/2, not bad. For 6 mana, it becomes blue and has base power and toughness 5/4. That's pretty good. So for 6 total mana divided up over time, you can get a 5/4 that can't be blocked. And then if you make it to 6 mana, you literally can pay 6 mana to draw 3 cards if this thing is already leveled up all the way. Pretty amazing. This, I think, is going to be a mainstay in Standard. Next, we have Recruitment Officer, 1 white for a 2/1, already a good rate. White and 3, look at the top 4 cards in your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them. Put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Notice it's not a tap ability, so you can still punch people in the face with this bad boy. And then activate it. I think that the way that Standard is going to be going, this is going to be a powerhouse as well. So if you can't get game day promos, don't worry. There are actually other ones too. But first, let's take a look at the lands. Man, are these sexy full art lands. You can see here every land has a creature in the background of some form, way, or shape. And basically it is one side's Mishra, one side's Urza's as they try to fight each other, right? So that's what we're looking at. I like these lands. I think they're going to be great in foil. And man, I just can't say good enough things about them. I like them. So here's the original Recruitment Officer, what it's going to look like. So yeah, there's that. It's only uncommon, unfortunately. And then we also have the Surge Engine, which looks nothing like the other one. But this is what it's going to look like. So don't worry, if you can't get game day promos, they will be in the set for the Brothers War. And moving on, we have Queen Kyla being Krog. So red, white, and 1 for a 2/3 legendary human noble. 4 and tap, discard all cards in your hand, then draw that many cards. You may choose an artifact or creature card with mana value 1. You discard it this way. Then do the same for an artifact or creature. Cards mana values of 2 and 3. Return those cards to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. This thing is going to be bonkers. Oh my god. Not only to get to cast, is that 6 mana worth of stuff for free, you also get to draw the cards. So if you manage to discard 3 of these things, you can play them all for free for 4 mana and draw 3 cards. Like, good God, this thing's going to be amazing. Thank God it's a 2/3. It's still boltable. All right, moving on. Next we have Mishra's Foundry. This is also a buy a box promo, but it's in the set. So it has tap 4 and colorless 2. Mishra's Foundry becomes a 2/2 assembly worker artifact creature token till the turn. It's still a land. 1 and tap. Target attacking assembly worker gets +2/+2 till end of turn. Very nice. This is going to be a real big deal in standard and maybe some other sets as well. We'll have to get into that later. Or sets. Formats. My bad. Alright, guys. Here he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Urza, Lord Protector. He's a white blue one for a 2/4. Artifacts, instants, and sorcery spells you cast cost one less, so that means this thing will cost four. We'll get into that later. For 7, if you both own and control Urza, Lord Protector, and an artifact named the Might and Meekstone, exile them, meld them into Urza's Planeswalker, activate only as a sorcery. So, what's this thing do? When the Might and Meekstone enters the battlefield, you choose one, you get to draw 2 cards for 5, or target creature gets -5/-5 in their turn. Tap it for 2 colorless. This mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. This thing is insane. Going to be great in Commander. If this guy's on the field, he only costs 4. So it's not like it's going to be real hard to get this pulled off. But if you meld them, just like in the old days, you get one big card. It looks like this. Urza the Planeswalker. It's a legendary. It has 7 loyalty. You may activate the loyalty abilities on Urza's Planeswalkers twice each turn rather than only once. Did you hear me there? You get the guy to use him twice. +2, artifact, instant, and sorcery spells you cast this turn cost 2 less to cast. You gain 2 life. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card for 1. 0, create 2 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens. -3, exile a non-land permanent. This thing is white-blue, guys. Oh my lord. -10, artifacts and planeswalkers you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Destroy all non-land permanents. Holy cow. This thing is going to be a fortune. This is one powerful white-blue planeswalker. So, moving on. Next we have some commander deck action. We have Urza, cheap Artificer commander deck. Black, blue, white, and 3 for a 4/5. Affinity for artifacts. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each artifact creature you control. Artifact creatures you control have menace, and at the beginning of your end step, create a 0/0 colorless artifact creature token. With this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Not too shabby. Then we have Mishra, the Ominent one, red, black, blue, and 2 for a 5/4. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of target non-creature artifact you control, except this name is Mishra's Warform, and it's a 4/4 construct artifact creature in addition to its other types. It gains haste until end of turn, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. Both these cards, powerhouse commanders, and I think people are really going to like them. Man, oh man. All right. And then we move on to the big kit and caboodle. We have insert cards. Oh yeah, these are called archives. So they're going to reprint old cards into this set. Oh my lord. So we got what they showed us so far. We have Lodestone Golem, not a bad card. Wormcoil Engine, very nice. Jolum Tome, remember that from back in the day, guys? Oh my lord. And Ivory Tower. Oh my lord. Ivory Tower reprint. So, what does this mean? It means that there's going to be a lot of old school cards getting called out that are artifacts. They're going to be all throughout the set. I think they're going to be in all forms. Notice they're in the old frames. How sexy is that? Now, with that said, let's touch base real quick on the last thing. And yes, that is specialty cards. We have a Wormcoil here. They'll also will be in a alternate art, which I think might be foil. Either way, doesn't matter. And you see this right, guys. Serialized Wormcoil Engine. This is going to be in the old border, has the star. It's going to have something they call rainbow foiling, and that's right. That number is correct. There's only going to be 500 of these Wormcoil engines. So they're going to do this with several cards. They're only going to be in collector boosters. So they're really trying to pull out all the stops. That's right. We talked about it for a lot on the channel and other channels. Don't get me wrong. Serialized cards to make cards worth money. This is great. This is sexy. We'll talk about it later. But first off, if we start with serialized cards that are the old cards, that's going to be even better because that means the newer cards won't be serialized. Which is cool because if the new cards are serialized, it makes it kind of hard to play them, right? So yeah, that's everything that's dropped from the Brothers War today. So thanks a lot for watching. Man, we got a lot to talk about. Stay tuned throughout the week. We're going to do a few more box opening series. I'm going to start spacing some more stuff in there as we start doing some Brothers War content. And as always, guys, remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comments down below. We're going to feed that YouTube algorithm. Do everything you can to support the channel. I do appreciate it. If you've already subbed up, that's the first step. If you want to do more after that, there's links in the description to the eBay store, Patreon page, and my email. So, until next time, guys, be kind. And as always, I hope to see you across from the game table, hopefully at Magic 30 in Las Vegas.